It's funny. We always think the biggest lessons in trading come from the huge life-changing wins. But for me, the most important lesson I ever learned came from a trade that completely changed how I see the market.
And it's probably not why you'd think. This isn't a story about hitting the jackpot. It's actually about a tiny, almost invisible mistake that opened my eyes to a huge flaw in my thinking. A flaw I see so many traders make without even knowing it.
So let's set the scene. Picture this: you've been watching the charts, being patient, and then you see it. A setup that looks absolutely textbook. It's perfect. All the stars align, and your confidence is through the roof. That's exactly where this all started. Everything was just pristine. First off, the trend was undeniable, just a clear one-way street. Second, the price was coming into a major level, a place where you'd expect a big reaction. And third, the entry signal itself, it was crisp and clean. It was the kind of A-plus setup you dream about. So I jumped in, feeling great about it, and for the first few minutes, everything went exactly like I'd planned. The price shot in my direction, I was in the green almost instantly. And you get that little rush, right? That feeling of, yes, my analysis was spot on.
But this is where things get interesting, because the market has this way of testing you. And it's not usually with a huge, dramatic reversal. No, it's something way more subtle. It's doubt. And that doubt was about to creep in. All of a sudden, that aggressive move just fizzled out. The price didn't crash against me. It didn't even really reverse. It just stopped. It started chopping sideways. That powerful momentum that gave me all that confidence, it was gone. And all that was left was this quiet uncertainty. And that quiet is deadly. Because my calm, rational plan started getting drowned out by that little voice in the back of my head. The fear starts to talk. And it's always asking that one toxic question that has killed more profitable trades than anything else.
And I caved. I listened to the fear instead of my plan. I bailed on my original target, closed the trade, and took a tiny little profit. For a second, it actually felt smart, like I'd protected myself. But the market wasn't done with me yet. What happened next was the real gut punch. The most important and honestly the most painful part of the whole thing. This is where I learned the uncomfortable truth. This timeline says it all, doesn't it? You can see my entry right here. Then, that's where I got scared and jumped out. And then, yep, the market just took a breath and then rocketed straight up to the exact price target I had originally set. The whole move I predicted played out perfectly. I just wasn't in it anymore. And that just forces you to face a really hard reality. My analysis, it wasn't wrong. My strategy, it wasn't flawed. The entire plan, from start to finish, was actually correct. The problem was a complete failure to trust my own work. I didn't get out because the market proved me wrong. I got out because I got scared before the market had a chance to prove me right. And that, right there, was the light bulb moment. This one single trade forced a massive shift in how I even define success. It stopped being about the money on any one trade and started being about something much, much bigger, something that actually leads to long-term success. This quote just nails it. It's almost like the market is designed to mess with your head. It'll go sideways, it'll slow down, it'll do everything it can to shake your confidence and make you doubt yourself, right before it rewards you for sticking to your guns. So here's the bottom line. In those moments of quiet and doubt, every single trader has a choice. Are you going to trust the plan you made when you were calm and objective? Or are you going to react emotionally based on the fear you're feeling right now? And this led me to a brand new definition of what makes a trade good. A good trade has nothing to do with whether it made money or lost money. Zero. A good trade is defined purely by execution. Did I follow my rules? Did I honor my plan? That's it. That is the only thing that matters. And I'm not kidding. This wasn't just some minor adjustment. It was a total overhaul of my mindset. It was the breakthrough that came from one single, slightly painful, but incredibly important trade. From that day on, my focus got a lot simpler. It wasn't about trying to be a psychic and predict every move. It wasn't about trying to win every single time. It was just about one thing: executing my process, my plan, flawlessly, over and over and over again. because that's where real consistency comes from. And I really want to leave you with this idea. We spend so much time and energy searching for the next secret strategy or the perfect indicator, but the truth is, the biggest leaps forward you'll ever make, they almost always come from looking in the mirror, from understanding your own psychology and mastering your own behavior when the pressure is on. So just think about that. What's the one behavior that might be holding you back?